Welcome, everyone. Today we're taking a virtual journey to a real hidden gem tucked away in the Kashmir Valley, a place whispered about in legends, famous for its healing springs and just breathtaking gardens. So get ready, let's explore the tranquil oasis of Kokernag. To really get a feel for this place, you just have to hear how the great scholar Sheikh ul Alam described it. He called it the Golden Crown of Kashmir. That's a powerful statement. So let's dive in and find out what earned it such a royal title. So where exactly is this place that inspires such beautiful words? Well, Kokernag is this peaceful town nestled away in the Brang Valley. It's about 80 kilometers from the hustle and bustle of Srinagar. It is absolutely the kind of getaway you dream of when you just want to escape the city noise. Now, one of the most interesting things about Kokernag is its name. It's pretty unique, right? Well, it turns out there are a couple of fascinating theories behind it, and each one tells a really unique story about the land itself. Okay, so here you can see the two popular ideas side by side. The first one connects Kokernag, which is Kashmiri for chicken, with Nag for spring. Why? Because the streams actually fan out just like a hen's claw. The second theory is a little more direct. It suggests the name comes from Kokhan, which means from the mountain, perfectly describing a spring that just gushes from its base. So whether you see a hen's claw or a mountain spring, both names really capture the essence of Kokernag. All right, let's get to the main attraction, the very heart of Kokernag that has been captivating people for centuries. Its legendary springs and the absolutely magnificent gardens that surround them. So the spring itself is the centerpiece of everything. And we're not talking about just any spring. This is the largest freshwater source in all of Kashmir. For centuries, people have been drawn to its crystal clear water, not just for its beauty, but for its supposed healing and digestive properties. And this belief isn't some new thing. The spring's fame goes way, way back to the Mughal era. The Ain-e-Akbari, a text from Emperor Akbar's reign, actually notes that the water of Kokernag satisfies both hunger and thirst, and even helps with indigestion. That's a pretty incredible endorsement from history. But beyond the history books, there's this wonderful local legend that adds a layer of myth and magic to how the spring started. The story goes that a saint was resting here with his bucket. Some thirsty women, looking for water, opened it and found a snake inside. The snake slithered out, turned into a chicken, a koker, and started digging at the ground, and wherever it dug, springs of fresh water just gushed out. So you have this incredible natural wonder, and then it's enhanced by a man-made paradise. This stunning terraced botanical garden was developed during the time of Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad, and it just perfectly frames the spring's natural beauty. The scale of this garden is simply astounding. It's home to roughly a lakh. That's 100,000 different species of plants, shrubs, and flowers. I mean, just think about that. It's like a living library of the region's flora. The garden's design is a work of art in itself. You'll find these meticulously kept terraced lawns, vibrant flower beds, majestic chinar trees, and even these charming Japanese-style bridges. With all the serene walking paths and a dedicated rosary, it's the perfect spot for a peaceful stroll, some photography, or just a quiet picnic. Now, beyond the gardens and springs, Kokernag offers experiences that engage all the senses. It's not just about what you see, it's about what you can taste, do, and discover in the valley all around you. So one of Kokernag's claims to fame is actually a culinary one. We're talking about trout. The area is home to Asia's largest trout farm. And what's fascinating is that trout aren't even native to Kashmir. They were introduced by a Norwegian scientist, and the pure, cold spring water created the perfect environment for them to thrive. This quote just captures it perfectly, doesn't it? It shows how the local food is so deeply connected with the whole sensory experience of the place. It's not just about eating, it's about tasting the very essence of the valley. The air, the mist, and of course, the fresh, rosy trout pulled right from its streams. As you can see, you are definitely not going to run out of things to do. You can savor fresh trout, cooked pretty much any way you like it, take a peaceful walk through the pine forests, or hunt for treasures like pashmina in the local markets. For the more adventurous, there's trekking with absolutely stunning views. And for foodies, a chance to dive into authentic Kashmiri cuisine, like Rogan Josh. It really is a destination that has something for everyone. Kokernag also serves as a fantastic hub for exploring the wider region. Its central location makes it the perfect base camp for some really unforgettable day trips.
From Kokernag, it's so easy to explore nearby treasures. The historic Achabo Gardens are just 10 kilometers away. A bit further, you'll find Daksam, which is a paradise for truckers. You can also visit Vernog, the source of the Jhelum River, or drive up to Sinthantop and Margantop for just breathtaking panoramic views of the entire valley.
Okay, are you feeling inspired to go? I know I am. So let's get into the practical stuff you'll need to plan your own trip to this tranquil oasis. The best time to visit really depends on the experience you're looking for. Spring brings the gardens to life in this explosion of color. Autumn sets the chinar trees on fire with shades of gold, creating a magical atmosphere. And winter transforms the landscape into a serene, snowy wonderland. Getting to Kokernag is actually pretty straightforward. The easiest way is to fly into Srinagar and then enjoy a scenic 2-hour taxi ride. If you're traveling by train, the nearest local stations are Kazigund and Anenteg. And by road, it's very well connected, with plenty of buses and taxis from the major towns. And as for a place to stay, you won't have to worry. The local tourism department has set up a whole range of comfortable options, from resorts and tourist huts to charming little cafes, making sure you have a really relaxing and enjoyable stay. So, after this journey through its springs, its gardens, and its culture, after hearing its legends and tasting its flavors, the only question left is the one you have to answer for yourself. When will you plan your escape to Kokernag, the golden crown of Kashmir?